All right, so I'm here with my friends Nancy and Rob, and Nancy's learning how to create video courses, and so how to create videos for her courses. And I apologize that you can't see us on screen right now. I really like to have, the instructor and people on screen when I'm recording, so that you could actually see us and we could connect as humans. And so that's a big emphasis that we place on all of our courses, is to have the people who are teaching you, the teachers, be able to see them. And so in this video, we're not able to put ourselves on screen because we're in a super high-level security institution facility for the United States government, and we can't show you critical things in the background. Just kidding. We just don't have access to doing video right now. So we're going to show you a little bit of the setup, and you're watching the screen being recorded. I'm just adjusting my volume there a little bit, bringing that down. And we're recording our screen with OBS, and what you're going to see in this video is we're going to show you a little bit of the OBS setup and the system setup for the computer and how we got it running. And then we're also going to show you how to edit videos in Adobe Premiere. So Nancy has recorded a couple of videos, so we're going to use Adobe Premiere to edit those videos, and you'll see that process. So that's what you're going to learn. So if you're interested in videos and screen recording and creating video courses, this video right here is going to be helpful to you. And we're just recording this for the greater common good, to help people. And so hopefully this is helpful to you. And if you are interested in teaching, obviously come to greatercommons.com and create a great online class and offer it to the world. Share your knowledge and passion with the world. So the first thing was just kind of getting the computer set up. And to do that, we had to do some configuration inside Sound. And so in Windows, I just went down and typed in Sound in this little search panel down here. And when I type in Sound, it brings up sound from the control panel. And so inside Sound, we have playback. And so we had to choose for our playback to come over our speaker headphones, So I just selected that, and I hit set as default. It's already my default, which is why that green check is there. But if I was choosing something else, I'd be able to set that as default. But that's our default right now. So we had to change that to get audio to come out over our headphones. And then for recording, I plugged in a microphone, and right now the microphone I'm using is an Apogee microphone, just so that you're aware of what mic that is. And the Apogee mic on Amazon, and we'll just look on Amazon for that. Amazon. And the Apogee mic is right here. So $199, $229. That's the mic we're recording on right now. And just a little anecdote. I don't know if you know this, Nancy, but you could type in relentless.com. Do you know where that takes you? Do you know, Rob? Amazon. Isn't that interesting? Jeff Bezos bought that way back in the day. And I guess his philosophy is, if you want to build the world's largest company, you have to be relentless. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So that was getting just our audio output and our audio input set up in our system, so that we're sending sound out in the right place for us to listen to it, and capturing sound from the right place. Cool. Next thing we did is we're using OBS for our screen recording, and you can check out OBS if you've never heard of it, but it's an open source screen recorder. And the one that we're happiest with right now, Camtasia Studio now captures 4K also. So OBS and Camtasia Studio both capture 4K. And that was one of our big criteria when choosing a screen recorder. We like OBS because it's open source and it's free. Camtasia is a really widely popular choice amongst a lot of instructors, and totally fine. Occasionally, for me, my experience, it will crash, but it makes a lot of other things easy, like the editing and all that. So if you're thinking about, okay, how do I record my screen, the two that I'd recommend to you would be Camtasia would be one, and that's just because it's widely popular in the industry and it does a fine job, and it records at 4K now. And why is 4K important? You could take the course we have on greatercommons.com right here, world-class online teaching, teach online for fun, profit, and to help others. And it'll explain to you why recording in 4K is a good idea, if you are able to do that. So Camtasia is a nice solution, but we like OBS. And so to get OBS set up, you start OBS, and just ignore the scenes area, and in sources you add sources in here. So we have a display capture right now, and you just click that, add it, and you could also see I'm capturing mic, and I set that up in the settings. I choose for the mic, but if I wanted to add another audio input capture, I'd choose that. Or if I wanted to add video capture device, like maybe my computer had a video camera built into it, I'd add this and it'd put a little picture-in-picture of us right up here at the top. But that's the basic setups for OBS, and I can see I'm recording down here. It's 5 minutes 55 seconds it's going. And so the settings on that, when you go into the settings in OBS, you click on settings. I can't go there right now because I'm recording. Oh, that's new for me. I thought I couldn't go there when I was recording. Here are the general settings, and then my output is set to this, so you could just pause this video, and the main thing you want to do is make sure you're recording MP4 and set where you want your file to go when it's done recording. And then here, the sample rate, I should have set this maybe a little bit higher to match the mic, because in my sound, you saw in the sound, I was getting, I think, 96 kilohertz off of this mic, recording mic 96K, and so my setting was 48K, but maybe I can't even select 96K, so that's good enough. And I set the channels to stereo, so even though this mic records mono, hopefully what I'm hoping we'll find out when this video is done is that that will take that mono signal and put it into stereo. And then I chose the device right here from all the different devices, possibilities on this computer. I chose the mic auxiliary audio device is this 96K one right there. And you'll notice that that's the mic auxiliary right there. So that corresponds right here under audio, mic auxiliary, right? And that's the one that's doing this audio recording. So the desktop audio device, if I wanted to capture internal sounds, like if I was playing a video on my computer and I wanted, what would normally be output through the speakers to be recorded in my video, I could set that right there. And then my video right here, so this is what I can't change apparently. I wanted to make sure that this is set to the resolution of my screen, which is HD 1920 by 1080, and then the output is also 1920 by 1080, so that it's recording that and it's outputting to that. And the frames per second, 2997, is common setting. I don't know if that's worldwide or if it's just in Western countries. I know there's a difference between, they have PAL and NTSC, but nuances. All right, so that's getting these settings right here. And the one thing I would say is if you're recording on a 4K monitor, this would be 3840 by 2160, both of these, and you're just capturing a lot more pixels, so that in the editing process you could compress that all down to 1920 by 1080, and when you zoom in you have more pixels there, so you could zoom in and not pixelate, and that allows you to zoom in and have crisp, clear images still. So those are the settings for OBS. And OBS is running, and now we're going to work with Adobe Premiere, and inside Adobe Premiere we'll start doing some editing. Maybe I'll save that for the next video. We'll do that in the next video. So I'll break these up into chunks, because 850, that's a good start.